Hey, this is Frankie, www.castellanms.com. Check out my merch, check what's on sale now, and let's get into this. I've been doing take after take after take and not running it 20 minutes or 25 minutes. I want to keep this short and sweet. So, I want to thank all the YouTubers that I've seen that give Oakland a good name despite of what the news says about Oakland, because I have no clue. I've never been to Oakland in my life. I'm going to bring that up right there. I have never been to the West Coast. The farthest west I've been is Nebraska. And that's a whole nother story in itself why I had to go to Nebraska. Because I have no family there. I had to go there on business. Not once, but twice. And like I said, that was a forgettable trip. Let's just put it that way. But I was planning on doing this video for tomorrow, but it's hitting midnight and something just woke me up. So I scrolled through my phone, which is a real bad habit, before going to bed. And all of a sudden, I go on MLB Shop, Fanatics, Lids, all the same thing. And I go into the Oakland Athletics page of the site and see what merchandise is available. Well, they're now known as the Athletics from that press release. But here's one thing I noticed. There's nothing in the page, any of the merchandise, none of it says Oakland. No jerseys, no t-shirts, no hats, no sweatshirts, not even a pin. It says Oakland. What a slap in the face to not only the Oakland fans, but fans of baseball in general. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, we had one of the biggest World Series of the year. I congratulate the LA Dodgers. I'm like, I know the Yankees choke, and, you know, as fans, we have to own up to it and pray to God that, you know, moves are going to be making to the Steinbrenner family and getting some big players and big money to the team so they can win it all next year. Anyway, side note. But I'm just in awe of what I saw. I'm like, they really wanted to get rid of Oakland off the face of the fucking earth. They really did. And I don't always blame John Fisher, which is really a minority speaking about this. I also blame Major League Baseball. And Major League Baseball threw a wrench in how viewership is, how they promote their product. They threw a big wrench at it. I'm like, yeah, they got the biggest ratings ever because you got New York and Los Angeles, two of the biggest markets in the country. But you threw one of the historic franchises away in the toilet after 57 fucking years. And the YouTubers, I'll put in a description below because I had no idea of history about the Oakland Athletics. I have no clue. I was never a fan of the Oakland Athletics. Never. I'm like, they're just a team that face the Yankees. At certain times that I've seen them play the Yankees, play the Rays. I didn't think anything of it. It's like me thinking about the Seattle Mariners, Cincinnati Reds, Texas Rangers. I don't have a second thought about them. They're a team that the Yankees or the Mets play, or the Rays. They're just a team that they face my favorite teams on. You know? That's all. Until the announcement about Vegas last year. And that right there, I was originally following the Rays situation, which that's a whole another cluster in itself. And that's by Mother Nature. But this, they announced to go to Vegas. They got immediate funding from SB1 for $380 million. They found a site in the Tropicana. In order for them to secure that SB1 is they have to provide money to pay for the ballpark. Because Bally's ain't going to do it. GLPI ain't going to do it. The Fisher family has to do it. And guess what they pledge? Oh, I'm going to put in $1 billion from my family. $1 billion. Here you go. And we're going to guarantee that we're going to sell out every single game. Especially against the Yankees and the Dodgers. Give me a fucking break. And mind you, they have to have all this shit done by December. Or else they can't break ground. If they delay it, then you're not looking at 2028. You're going to look at 2029. You're going at 2030. And they're going to be the Sacramento, Philadelphia, Kansas City, Oakland, whatever the fuck you want to call athletics. Pisses the fuck out of me. And it pisses the fuck out of me for one reason only. You're killing a dying sport. And the reason why it's a dying sport is because not a lot of people have nostalgia over baseball. Especially in competition for the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, now the WNBA, now MLS. Those are going on the up and up. I'm not interested in them, but they're going on the up and up. And they're making bank with TV deals, with national TV deals, with partnerships, and they're blowing everyone out of the water. What is Major League Baseball doing? They're set on their fucking ways. And it pisses the hell out of me. You know, I rely on nostalgia myself for the game of baseball because I used to go to the old Yankee Stadium. I used to go to Shea Stadium. I used to go to Tropicana Field when I lived in Tampa. I hope to God that maybe there'll be another game I'll go to, whether it be in the new stadium or at the Trop. Who knows? But ticket prices, concession sales, parking, merchandise, it's all abysmal. And you know who I blame? I blame Major League Baseball. I'm like, John Fisher, he's just one that is not only a cheapskate bastard, but he has to find out that he is one of many that has to follow MLB in their law and order. Do I give John Fisher full blame? No. Do I give him a lot of it? Absolutely, because he could have defended the city of Oakland. But guess what? He wanted to bolt. And they've been wanting to bolt for the last 30 years. After Walter Haas passed, that was the end of it. And the Oakland 68's last dive bar, all the YouTubers I'm going to describe on the description below knew it. And it was just a matter of when. And please take a look at what I follow on YouTube and on podcasts and see what you think. But long story short, announced to go to Vegas. You got $380 million from Las Vegas. We're going to move rent-free for 3 years in Sacramento. And mommy and daddy are going to be paying for the stadium. I think I covered it. And we get rid of Oakland, period. Oakland history is gone. Thank you, MLBshop.com. I really appreciate it that you not only get rid of a fan base completely, you also get rid of fans in general from baseball. You want kids to be like Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Juan Soto, Pete Alonso. I can't even think of Shohei Ohtani. God forbid if I don't mention him. You want kids to look up to them. Make it more accessible for them to watch them play 162 games a year. And that's one thing that I'm leaving my children to decide. I'm not going to force them to go to a ball game. I'll welcome them to, if you like to come with me and go to a game. That doesn't mean you have to be interested in it. You don't have to be. Absolutely not. You are going to set foot on what you want to do, what you want to pursue, what you are interested in. I'll be 1,000% in support of it. I only enjoy baseball is because not only is a nostalgia feel, because I enjoy the game, I enjoy the atmosphere of it. And I'm going to tell you something, it's not the same. It's not the same going to a ballpark with a hot dog and a soda and enjoy that smell of a ballpark hot dog. It's not the same. It really isn't. And this is the point. It's going to dig a grave. And guess what? I'm not going to push my children to like baseball. I want them to figure that out on their own. If they like football, they like football. If they like UFC, like UFC. If they like soccer, go for it. I am in full support. But you want to kill this brand for greed, that these owners are set on their way and they don't want to pay another dime. Look at the Pittsburgh Pirates, Seattle Mariners. I could go on and on about cheapskate ownership. You want to kill the brand? Kill the brand. Kill the game? Kill the game. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not going to turn around if you're going to be stuck on your ways. John Fisher, the Athletics, are a prime example of what could happen to the other 30 teams. And if you want to push expansion, you need to figure this shit out first. Because I guarantee that 2 markets that quote unquote want a baseball team, you're going to be going through a money pit if this shit continues. I will go to my local Greenville Drive games, my local Hub City Spartanburger games on occasion, just to see the atmosphere, because minor league baseball is pretty cool, but it's more than the same. But I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit about the 2025 season. I don't give a shit about the 2026 season. What I give a shit about is keeping the game alive for fans and not profit. And that's something that you do not understand. You are treating it like if it's pretty much a profitable stock. And you want to make sure that that stock is valued high, and you will do anything in your power to raise that stock, even though you're doing some dirt dealings or quote unquote insider trading. I'll use that as a metaphor for that reason. That's all they focus on. And at one time frame, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. That's why I became a Yankee fan, because all George Steinbrenner wanted to do was win. And he would do anything in his power to win. And that's why he shelled out his checkbook, because he wanted to win. That should apply to other owners that don't think that this is part of their portfolio. And that's what John Fisher's doing. So, I could go on and on, but this is probably going to be the last time I'm going to talk about this. Okay? I'm sick of hearing about the Oakland Athletics or the Athletics. I give two shits about them in Sacramento. I don't care. I care about the fans in Oakland and what they're going to do in the future. And the future looks bright for Oakland. I pray that they get a light at the end of the tunnel and flourish again. That, you know what, they will get professional sports at a high level once again. And I truly believe that. I know I'm going on and ranting, but I wanted to get that out of my chest. www.castellanms.com. Check out what I have on sale now, my merch, etc. And I know you've gone through 17 minutes, but I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Ask David Samson a question.
Hey, it's Frankie at Frankie Castellan Caps. I'm doing this video to ask a question to David Samson. My question is, I listened to a sports business podcast that actually featured Dave Kaval, the president of the A's. I listened to it and I wanted to get your take on that podcast to see if you would do anything different. Thank you so much for reading this, watching this, etc. God bless.